Good evening, Owl Pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. And tonight, the Films with Friends rewatch is the 1982 fantasy adventure, The Beastmaster, starring Marc Singer, Rip Torn, John Amos, and the lovely, sadly now late Tanya Roberts. Wonderful, wonderful fantasy adventure. I know a lot of people aren't here yet, so I'm just going to let's just kind of run off. Of course, my co-hosts, the usual suspects. First, Troy Pacelli, Kartan the
Hey,
Klingon cleric himself.
wow.
How are you doing? How are
I'm
you
doing,
doing, sir?
I am doing very well. What you sipping on tonight?
I have a nice big old glass of lemonade, like I usually do.
Awesome. And I can see that Netter is drinking her Lipton green tea citrus.
Oh, that's
I
good.
I am
What-
having I have released the Kraken, and I am having a
Uh-oh.
Professor Geek special and Kraken.
And he gets
Oh,
one.
Dr. Kraken.
A Dr. Kraken, there you go.
Dr. Kraken.
And I want to send a thank you out to, although I don't think he's listening right now, to Skipper Kenner for buying me a handle of Kraken for my birthday, which will be
very
followed up by another one when that's empty from all of you that were so kind to chip into the fund at my birthday party. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and of course we have mentioned her, but I have not formally introduced her, the lovely Nanette of Netter's Network. How are you doing,
I'm
oh
doing
lovely
good.
one of the channel?
Well, thank you. How you doing, Al?
I am doing pretty good, hanging in there. Had pizza today, and I feel like a beached whale, but I'm good.
Oh,
It's
pizza's good.
yeah, I tried the Papa John's stuffed crust.
Yeah.
I like
How'd
it.
you like
I
it?
like it. I like it a lot.
I'll tell you, you
It's
can't go wrong because pizza's like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty
even
good.
bad one, but I've gotten because I've got I got Papa John's, Domino's, and Pizza Hut. I've ordered from all three. Even though it usually runs a little bit more, Papa John's is better to me.
Yeah.
It's just of the ones we have here, theirs is better. It's just enough grease to feel decadent, but not like enough to make you
Not swimming in it
feel. Yeah, it's not swimming in it.
like
And
high school cafeteria pizza.
their stuffed crust is really nice and cheesy, nice and soft crust, the way I like it.
Nice.
And my mother, I got her papadilla, which she likes. She likes the Philly cheesesteak papadilla.
Mm.
And I would have to thank the aforementioned Professor Geek because he provided me with a gift card in which bought tonight's dinner.
Oh, that's
So
nice. So thanks for dinner, Professor Geek.
yeah. What item is no longer up? Evelyn is saying something is no longer up. But I know YouTube doesn't have it. I mean, I know YouTube has it. YouTube has it. I've just posted a link. I hope people see it. So hopefully you can watch it there. I know Amazon does not. It's not available, at least in my area.
It doesn't look like it. Yeah.
Which basically I think means the US. It's not the easiest one to find nowadays, but if you go back to the old days, TNT was known as the TBS was known as the Beastmaster channel because it played all the time. And HBO for a while meant, hey, Beastmaster's on.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a go-to film in cable for a long time. It had a crazy cult following. My history with give a little bit of my history with the film. I saw it when it came out in theaters because I was a big sword and sorcery fan. You know, sword and sandal, or however you might say the type in the Conan vein. I was a big Conan fan when it came out, and of course that sparked a run of other films like Sword and the Sorcerer, which is on my list, and like Deathstalker, which had like 4 of them, Ator the Fighting Eagle, just a ton of the sword and sandal type films. And Beastmaster, to me, was probably one of the best, if not the best of the bunch, save for the original Conan. So I love the film. I was a fan of Marc Singer anyway, because he had done a film. He had done V, but he also did a film called If You Could See What I Hear.
I have that on DVD. Yeah, I made you watch it. I love that movie.
I loved that film, and I like Marc Singer as an actor. And like I said, he was on V. Was he on V before Beastmaster?
I think so. Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't remember when the original V was actually on. I know, like I said, Beastmaster was 1982.
I know they were right around the same time because they were both 80s. But
yeah. But let's say hi to the people in the chat here. We have Melissa Harris and Sons is number one, I guess. If anybody posted earlier, they disappeared. This is the first one I see. So thank you, Melissa. You are first. Of course, Netter popped in. Even I popped in there a little bit. Evelyn Hampton says hello to everybody. Hello, Evelyn. Thank you for joining us. Troy, of course, popped in again. Wolfie's here. How you doing, Wolfie, sir? Jedi Masters Utopia is in the house. Mr. Matchstick. Man, that thing like flew. Sorry, the chat kind of flew on me.
That's okay, I got you back. Casey Scott says,
Casey Scott.
Hey. And Sir Torn Clegane.
And Sir Torgagain, welcome, sir. Welcome. Like I said, the film's not the easiest to find, but quite frankly, if you're a genre fan, this is one of those I really think you gotta have in your collection somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. We've been remiss in this regard, although it is on Amazon Prime. So
it's on Amazon. Oh no, it's not on Amazon. It's on YouTube.
I'm watching it on Amazon.
You have it on Amazon? It said it was currently unavailable.
I just went to Amazon and it popped up for me. So if you're on Amazon, maybe, go check it out.
Maybe it's available to some people. I don't know. It said not to me, and I think Evelyn said it wasn't to her.
Remember, it's the Beastmaster.
It's the Beastmaster. Based on an Andre Norton novel, sort of, in a weird roundabout way. Basically, the title and the fact that the guy talks with animals. Everything else is kind of made up by the guys who do it. Because Andre Norton disavowed the entire thing.
I just dropped the link to the Amazon, directly to the Amazon, if you're an Amazon member. If you're not an Amazon, I mean, I guess you probably couldn't, but for those of you that do the Amazon thing.
Yeah, if you're hearing a buzz, that's me putting my head up a little bit in my bed.
So I have a story too about first time I saw Beastmaster.
Yep.
So this was I don't remember when we first got cable, but it was back in the 80s. It was a new thing. They called it in quotes pay TV back then. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I go back to the beginning of cable TV. And it was on HBO. HBO was the one premium channel that we had, and it played like over and over and over again.
Yeah, it was.
And I remember one day I just put on HBO just to see what was on, and it was the river scene with Tanya Roberts. I was like, oh yeah, let's watch this a whole lot, as many times as I possibly can.
That scene's right up there. Tanya Roberts, let's first off say just lost her recently, a couple weeks ago. Of course, very, very strange situation going on. She was reported passed, then wasn't, and then did. Just a miscommunication. Yeah. It was a miscommunication between her husband and her publicist, but wasn't COVID. It was she had a really bad infection, and it just did her in. And but yeah, she was one of Charlie's Angels in the last season, I think. Yes, she was. She did a Playboy. She did a Playboy shoot to promote this film, but they upped the release date. It was originally supposed to come out around Christmas.
Oh,
but they upped the release date to the summer, so the issue came out after its run had kind of gone by. It didn't do great, but it didn't bomb at all. But like I said, it's become a huge huge hit, and
not to mention there was a TV series that they did.
they had a TV series which was
I
slightly
thought was
reworked.
really good, very very good.
I only caught some of them here and there where in my area they kept changing it, changing where they aired it, and it just they used to do that a lot in the old days, and they would just switch around time, seeing what stuck to the wall. But nothing's going to stick to the wall if you keep ripping it off the wall.
Well, you know what it was is it was the early days of straight to syndication. Kind of Star Trek: The Next Generation kind of spearheaded that, and a lot of other shows started following that, and this was one of them. And so if you were in like North Carolina or you were wherever, and I was in like Chicago, we may not be watching it on the same day and time at all.
Mm-hmm. And Satori Lane reminding us about another thing about Tanya Roberts. She was the last Roger Moore Bond girl. View to a Kill.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
A View to a Kill, which also starred Grace
Jones.
Grace Jones. Thank you. I, for some reason, couldn't get Kelly out of my head, and she is no Grace Kelly, but she is unique. She's kind of scary, but kind of hot too.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry.
What am I hearing? Thing.
Yeah, it's like I thought my sound was turned all the way down, and it just started making a bunch of noise.
Also, that '70s show, people forget that she was girlfriend's mom on there.
She played Donna's mother-in-law.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, she was married to her father, and she was. I mean, she was out there. I don't think her name ever really got big, but she worked steady.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good. But for me, she's always the girl from Beastmaster, because this is when I first saw her. I saw this film, full disclosure, when I was 17, and 17 and seeing that river scene.
Oh yeah.
You don't forget stuff like that. And she was a gorgeous woman. She truly was. It just stuck with me. But
go ahead. Sorry.
No, you don't remember on what?
I remember her also being in a lot of movies on Cinemax later on.
Yeah, she's kind of like, for a while, she was kind of like the Shannon Tweedy kind of roles. Shannon Tweed.
Oh, Shannon Tweed. Oh, I remember Shannon Tweed.
Gene Simmons, girl. Are they separated now?
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
But almost like Gene Simmons' common law wife, pretty much.
Yeah.
But she would do a lot of like that soft core kind of heavy R-rated kind of stuff. But Beastmaster, fun film.
That's why I like it. If you're a teenage guy in the '80s, see, that is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
stuff. I mean, that's the best thing in the world.
Let's just say, when in my teenage years, I had her in the Beastmaster, Phoebe Cates, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Phoebe Cates.
Hello, probably the most frame frozen VHS anyone's ever got.
Yeah, the only scene I even remember in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Well,
I love that. I love that film.
Hey, bud, let's party. Those are the only two scenes I remember.
I love Fast Times, and it's on my long list. Like I said, I have a short list and a long list of films I kind of have pseudo planned in the next 6 months, and then I have ones that I do want to do. Fast Times is one of those, maybe like in this year sometime. Maybe this might be a good summer film. A good fun, just getting out of school summer film type of thing.
So just before the show, I was talking with Al behind the curtain here, and I was talking with him about the fact that Netter and I have been watching Cobra Kai. So Al said, and I hope you don't, I don't think you mind me sharing this. He said,
real quick, Adrian Boomer's like, is this the Red Sonja rewatch?
Kind of similar.
First of all, hi, Adrian Boomer. And no, but that's on a longer list, I think, for me.
He's just being a smart ass, I think.
Yeah.
But Al, you were saying that you are planning to see Cobra Kai in the very near future, because a lot of people, like with me, a lot of people have been recommending it. And one of the things that keeps coming up is a lot of '80s movies, one of which is Iron Eagle. So I'm waiting for you to see that in Cobra
Iron
Kai,
Eagle.
and then
Iron Eagle,
we'll have to do a rewatch of Iron Eagle, man.
Yeah, Iron Eagle. Iron Eagle's awesome. The
Jedi
first one.
Yeah, Jedi Masters Utopia said Roger Moore knew it was time to retire as Bond when Tanya told him that he acted with her mother years before Tanya was born.
Oh,
that's a way to make you feel
that's
old.
gotta hurt.
That hurts. That hurts a lot.
For anyone who needs it, I did drop the link to the YouTube full movie that Alan mentioned earlier. So just scroll up to my name in blue there, and you'll see.
Yeah, Evelyn said it works. She's got it.
Looks like a good copy. I haven't perused it, so watcher beware. It looks good. I don't know if they cut anything, but it's got around the same runtime, so I'm good with that.
And Al, if necessary, we might have to hitch up for a timestamp.
No problem.
I decided I was going to go ahead and watch it on Amazon just because this way we get the closed captioning. But if they hit us with a commercial or something like that, we'll kind of stuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hate it when they do that.
Yeah.
And let me check my Facebook real quick because I heard the all powerful ding of the messenger. Just want to make sure it's like well after a few weeks ago, man. I'm always.
Is there still somebody on Facebook?
Yes, people are still on Facebook. You Luddite.
Luddite. No, the people still.
You know what? I'm joking. I know.
I'm the progressive one. I'm moving on, man.
MeWe basically to me looks like exactly like Facebook. I don't know the difference.
I cannot. I am trying so hard not to get all, like you were with Baby Yoda. I'm trying not to get that way with Cobra Kai. It's like I want you to see it so bad, so you'll get the jokes when I say things like I got the Facebook. It's an app on my smartphone, and you'll get it and you'll start laughing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, like, but yeah, I do plan to watch Cobra Kai. I finished Sabrina, the last season of Sabrina, and I saw the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. So, which is okay actually.
I've heard good things.
I've heard so far so good. It's interesting because something's going on, but you're not quite sure what yet.
I haven't even seen the show yet. So
yeah, I have a theory. I have a theory, but
my theory is based on the comics. So,
but I like some of the people I had. They had Deborah Jo Rupp in one of the first episodes, and Catherine Hahn, who is she was on Parks and Rec, and she's a comedy actor, and it's a good concept. I love the setting because it's like that 60s. 50s 60s aesthetic, so it's kind of neat. But yes, we have chatted and talked long enough, so let's get Beastmaster done started, and I've got it. I have a MP4 of it, and I'm at the 2-second mark where basically I'm looking at the lion straight in the face. The MGM logo just came up, so if you start at 0, you'll be all right. Yeah. So if everybody wants to queue up to that, because I always like looking at the intro logos because they're just they're so classic, and not as much anymore, especially when you get those films with 500 different openings. Not
to mention we're starting to lose them now. I mean, as companies get bought by companies.
You get so many. Yeah, and like 20th Century Fox I'm sorry, that fanfare, and there's nothing like the full fanfare.
That's right.
That like that part that they used to cut out.
There's a lot of people doing fan edits. I mean, about the fan edits where they're doing like restorations of original versions, and a lot of them are starting to do things like put in the original, 20th century logo, stuff like that.
Evelyn says, Troy, your audio sounds muffled. That's because you guys are sharing, right?
It's because we're sharing, and because I'm already halfway into my Kraken, so it might just be me that's muffled.
Yeah, he's going to get his tongue is becoming muffled as we go along.
So, Al, if at any point you just don't know what the heck I'm saying, Either ask me to repeat myself or ask Nanette to translate, okay?
Or ask the net to get you some coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, here's a fun
Melissa
thing.
Harris says she'll stick to the 90s Sabrina with the talking black cat. I'll tell you
I
one thing.
love that show.
I will tell you right now, if you that the two ants from the 90s show up in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, as does a very hideous cat puppet. I'll just say that.
Oh my gosh.
They do make an appearance, so it's kind of fun, and they're in for like at the end of one, and then the whole next episode. It's really.
I kind of had a bit of a crush on the taller one. I got to admit. I was just old enough that in the 90s,
Caroline Ray or Broderick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was asking a question.
I don't know the more slender of the two.
Oh, okay, probably.
That was.
I don't remember.
Probably Zelda. Okay, so like I said,
like 20 years. What do I remember?
Starting at the thing, Agent Boomer saying Red Sonja has issues. Yeah, it surely does. But that's another rewatch. Counting down. Everybody ready?
Uh-huh.
3, 2, 1, go. Sir Turkey Lane, the actor that plays young Dar, played Blanche's grandson in a season of Golden Girls. Yes, he did. And his half brother played Dorothy's son. Yeah, he went by the name of Bobby Jacoby, but he goes now as Bobby Jane. I think it's the days when you had the grand opening symphonic fanfare.
I know.
Da, 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 da.
You don't even get this on TV anymore.
Yeah, you don't really see Beastmaster that much.
No.
Like I said, in the 80s and early 90s, you couldn't avoid it.
Yeah, that's right.
But Lee Holdridge did the music, which it's your good serviceable. It's nothing super special, but it's a good serviceable theme.
Yeah.
It has that grand heroic feel.
Yeah.
Like I said,
go ahead.
Yeah. Like I said, based on Andre Norton's novel, The Beastmaster, which they like I said, took the concept and then just twisted it around a lot, so that it's really unrecognizable. Don Coscarelli, he was offered the directing job on Conan the Destroyer, but turned it down because he thought the script sucked. Well, he's right, but
yeah, you're not wrong. That's true.
Not wrong on that. The one thing, a lot of people will kind of bash this film a little bit. I really think this is an awesome film. Yeah, it's a little hackneyed, but it takes itself half serious, half not. It's got some good humor in it.
You got to also consider this was all done when you had to pretty much do all practical effects. That meant you had to build the sets. This was way before there was CG and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like right here, right out of Macbeth, the three ugly witches, one of them being played by Janet Jones.
Really?
Yeah, the one who married Wayne Gretzky, and she was in a few films of her own. I never knew she played one of these witches. And you could tell they're hot. Look at them.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, like I said, under the makeup and the masks.
And Rip Torn's got kind of a Cybok thing going on here.
Yeah, Rip Torn, I always preferred kind of as a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
But then I saw him in
Men in Black.
No, the Dodgeball.
Oh, Dodgeball. yeah.
And I was like, man, the guy's funny. And I didn't realize that's the first time I ever really saw him in the funny aspect. And that was before was he in Gary Shandling show?
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, but I didn't see that much. That heavy-handed dialogue. He will die tonight.
Or not.
Now, a little piece of trivia.
Yes, please.
King Zed.
Uh-huh.
You've seen this guy before. He played Sigmund Freud in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
No kidding.
Yep. Same actor.
I would not have got that.
You can kind of tell around if you really look at him, and when he plays the older guy.
Huh.
John Amos, Good Times. Love John Amos. He's a very imposing figure.
Oh yeah.
You watch Good Times, and he was an awesome actor. And then you see him in this, it's like, man, he looks like he could really
pound you. Klingon.
Yeah, he would have made a great Klingon.
Well, he left Good Times because he was ticked off that Jimmy Walker was getting all the attention.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Worst move he could have made, because that was a really popular show.
I never noticed. He's got a prosthetic nose.
Yeah. He's got that little bumpy, they gave him that bump nose. Those are very strong little things that stuck up there to be able to hold him weight as he hangs himself.
Exactly.
That's right. Of course, they need to get his child. It's kind of freaky how they steal this kid. You got that little weird music, knowing that something's up to no good.
Something hinky's going on.
It can't be, your security's terrible.
Not to mention, for crying out loud,
not only
bringing an ox into my bedroom.
Not only can you get in there, but you're able to get an ox inside. Now, I will say, yes, they are witches.
Okay, that would have woke me up.
One would think, right?
Yeah, well, now it's like she's a witch, so she may be messing around with her too, but like now she uses this glowy blue stuff. That kind of
maybe some kind of a sleep spell or something.
I think it restrains them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it I don't know if he wakes up or not, but I know. Yeah, see, she's gonna wake up, but they can't move.
Oh, gotcha.
Now, this is a bad trip.
Interesting. Now, if it didn't kill her, I would say that would be a service you could charge for. You don't have to give birth. We'll just transfer your baby into an ox and let the ox give birth.
Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
So that killed her?
Yeah, what? I guess when you teleport a baby out of someone's womb, it kills them.
Yeah, well, I do know. Yeah, I do know that she does die. Although he obviously marries again because he has another son later that we meet. But
yeah, I mean, they said the unborn child was going to kill what's his name, but they didn't say which unborn child.
Well, it is this unborn child because he does.
Technically, he wasn't born. He was transported into an ox and then
from his mother's womb, untimely ripped.
Yeah.
I always like that when you're reading Macbeth and you're able to tell. I mean, and hey, it's another Macbeth reference: the three evil witches standing around a burning cauldron, and now you got mother's untimely ripped.
Yeah. Well, that makes this a great movie, right? Because you know, stealing makes for greatness.
And anytime you can reference Shakespeare, it's always good.
And the dude's like, "Girl, what are you doing?"
So this is an accurate witch. Nowadays, they're used to empower women. Wolf Den Media. Now, of course, in my younger days, my fondness for weird weaponry, right by the glaive, now you have the caber.
Yep.
Both named for other things. You have of course, a glaive, which is actually a pole weapon, and a caber, which is a big long pole.
Yep. And he just killed Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Kawuja.
Hello, nurse.
See, now the term butterface.
Yeah, I know exactly, right?
Perfectly acceptable for this chick. She's Betty Russell from the neck down and Betty White from the neck up. And of course, everybody tomorrow needs to wish Betty White a happy 99th birthday.
Wow.
My girl is 99 tomorrow.
And the question is she gonna outlast Olivia de Havilland? That's what we're watching for.
I will mourn the day Betty White passes. I truly will.
He's like, who are you? Are you gonna try and kill me too?
No, actually, what the kid is saying is, damn, this is my first day, and it sucked already.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you will not know the day I've had.
My mom's dead. I got cut out of an ox. This woman stuck a hot poker into my hand, tried to kill me. What the hell's going on?
I like this little village. All the places are up on like stilts.
To prevent flooding.
Yeah, I don't. That would be a good idea. They need to do that more often.
The circle of life.
I was thinking this sounds like the Lion King moment. Little baby Dar.
Yeah, let's put this really rough burlap and carry him around.
There is no fear in this dojo.
No, sensei.
No, sensei. I would say he's no fool. You didn't take your head off.
Yeah, I was reading about this scene because he senses that there's something in there because he's the Beastmaster and he senses animals. Like how it sounds more like a Bigfoot than it does a bear.
It's a tree monster.
But the day they bought this bear on the set,
it
attacked the bear handler.
Did it really?
And everybody ran to their cars to stay out of the way. They had a couple of they had one major animal record, and then they had to switch halfway through the
well, sure, when a bear mauls you, you might need a replacement.
Yeah. But they eventually got the bear under control.
Well, sure, Dar told him, go fuck off. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I apologize. I've had a little too much to drink, maybe.
And we're not even a half an hour into the stream, dude.
Doesn't matter how far into the stream you are. What matters is how far into my drink I am.
And this is why he gets 1.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Al. I apologize.
That's all right. It's not the Catholic Bible Geek channel.
That's why you never hear me on the Catholic Bible Geek channel, right? Evelyn brings up a good question, Al, and you'd probably know this better than any of us. Is that the same bear from the movie Grizzly?
I don't know, but that is a good thing. Well, let's see. Grizzly was done in 76, so they filmed it in 75. This was filmed in 82. But bears have a pretty good lifespan.
How about Grizzly Adams?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure. Really didn't read much about the bear, except that it kind of went a little crazy on set.
Now, Dad, don't tell anybody about his abilities or they'll call him a witch and throw him out.
His name is Dar.
Hmm?
The kid's name is Dar.
Yep,
yeah,
Dar.
I said, Dad, don't tell
Dad.
anyone about the kid.
Yeah, you would have to be strong to live in this village because if
Right?
you can't climb a rope, you ain't going home.
Right.
Look at them legs.
And one of the stories, like when they were doing the wardrobe fitting for the film, him and John Amos like had their outfits on and like stood there looking at each other, and they just both broke out laughing
I would imagine.
because of the outfits they had to wear.
Well, at least it's not like that. What's that movie with Sean Connery? Zoltar.
Oh,
Zardoz.
Zardoz, yeah. This is at least better.
Zardoz is a lot more cerebral than people give it credit for, but it is weird. I mean, it's a bizarre film.
He's wearing a diaper.
Yeah, that's probably the weirdest part about it.
Yeah, Marc Singer referred to it as he was wearing a leather hula skirt.
Yeah, that's kind of accurate.
But it would be evil. It would be easy to cosplay. There's really not a lot there.
Well, easy is a relative term because part of the cosplay is being in shape like
being
that.
in shape, yeah.
Yeah.
Which always gets me is when you see and no offense to fan films. I love fan films.
Yeah.
But you look at some of them, you're like, there's no way they're in Starfleet shape.
Yeah, no doubt. Right.
Let's face it. But,
well, have you seen Discovery? I don't know.
No, and I really don't. I'm tempted to watch it just so I know. Sometimes it's good to like spy on the bad stuff.
Well, let's just say that I don't think there's any physical requirements to get into Starfleet these days, at least in Star Trek Discovery.
Well, maybe they've gone to more like basic intelligence.
Yeah, they have there's no such thing as money in the 24th century or whatever it is, but apparently obesity is still a thing.
Do not cross the line.
You go here and no further. No, sorry, wrong movie.
Of course, this is like a Thulsa Doom meets Road Warrior kind of look. And all the strong guys are out in the field.
But they're running back.
Yeah, but gratuitous shot. Burned myself.
That's it. Fight like Ewoks.
I mean, one of the bad things about living on stilts is you could get knocked down like that.
I get knocked down.
But I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
That's an interesting way to kill that guy.
You got arrow in my spear. Let me just
like with his own arrow, right? It's like,
Yeah.
you know. Now he's Beastmaster, right?
Right.
Why doesn't he just tell all of their horses to, like, you know, rear up or run away or something?
Because the script didn't say so.
Ah, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you are right. And at this point, he may not have full cognizance of his abilities.
Good point.
He may know he can, but not. You know, he may need to like flex those muscles.
Well, I was just thinking about this when he was talking to the dog earlier. It's like, it doesn't necessarily mean anything because dogs are pretty good at understanding just about everybody, you know? So nobody would look at that and think otherwise, you know?
Well, I get right there. He gets into the dog. He sees through the dog's eyes and felt what the dog felt because he flinched when Toto got hit.
So what you're saying is that this is a Game of Thrones prequel and he's a warg.
I don't know what a warg is, so.
Okay, never mind. Game of
To
Thrones.
me, a warg is what the orcs rode.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, when I heard that in Game of Thrones, I'm like, okay, I guess we got a new meaning for warg.
Maax is that close to the unborn child of King Zed and doesn't even know it.
Yep. Isn't that just like a dog? He's got an arrow in his side, but he's still gonna pull his master to safety.
But did you notice he started to pull him? Stop for a second. He still kept on rolling.
Yeah, I know. I caught that.
I always liked how the sun came through that guy's eye holes.
Right.
That was a cool shot.
Probably wasn't even intentional, but it works very well.
It worked really well. They probably saw it in post and like, I'm keeping that.
Yeah, right? That's what you call serendipity.
Oh, Ducky not breathing.
Yeah, no, he didn't make it.
But actually, I think if you look when he does look at him later, he looks like he's breathing, but he is gone.
Yeah.
And I like this, seeing through the eagle's eyes.
So, Al, did you not watch Game of Thrones?
I saw highlights and reaction stuff,
Gotcha.
like chill, like semi pieces. And
so the thing was that there were characters in that show that were called wargs, and they basically had the same ability as Beastmaster. They could see through the eyes of animals. They could control animals. And they usually formed strong bonds with certain animals, like a wolf or a hawk or something like that.
they would have like that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the what do they call it? Which familiar kind of thing.
Like a companion animal. Yeah.
Yeah. But I like, and I'm going to wait till he says it. But I like what he says when he gets his three essences, but 4 total companions. Must be a very look at a little touch of
Vlad Dracul,
yeah, a little touch of the Impaler in there.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the Impaler did. So that's clearly inspired by.
And I love what he does. It'll in a few minutes here. He takes time to give them a proper funeral.
Yeah. That was a common theme in movies for a long time. I don't see that anymore. And he starts with the dog.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I think he ends with the dog.
Oh, does he end with the dog? I see.
Yeah, I think because he puts it with his father. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Do you think they drugged that dog? Because that dog's tongue was lolling.
I don't know.
Can't imagine a dog being trained to just go that limp that his tongue lolls.
I do not know. I will say I think Beastmaster was one of the last films to really have some people really talk about the way they treated some of the animals.
Yeah.
I think. Well, like horses, basically. Horses have always been abused in films, sadly. The call to action.
Yep.
I remember when I was like, after seeing this, I was like, man, I wish I had like a mark on my hand like that.
Right.
And I will say, of all, one of my favorite weapons is his sword.
Oh yeah.
I love that scimitar, katana-esque type of sword.
I got a buddy in our D&D game on Wednesdays whose character has a sword very much like it. Man, it does crazy damage.
Yeah, but I'm a fan there. It's one of my wish I had weapons. I have Highlander's, Duncan's sword, Duncan MacLeod's sword from the TV show.
Sure.
I would love to have both of the Conan swords, the Sword of Atlantis and his father's sword. I want Dar's sword, and I want Robin Hood's sword from Robin of Sherwood, Albion.
Oh, okay.
Those are like some of my fantasy wish lists of the more medieval, actual, bladed stuff.
Well, you at least want swords that are actually have repros out there. The swords I want, I actually have to have a blacksmith make for me.
Well, Albion, I don't know if Albion's out there. I think there might be the odd one or two, but it was never a mass-produced sword. I do know the two Conan swords are, and his sword is out there, but not as readily available.
Yeah.
But I have seen it. But now we get the training scene.
Yeah.
Build up them muscles.
Yeah, good build.
Marc Singer had really fit this role well.
Yeah. Well,
he was muscular, but he was lean, more agile than someone like Conan.
I can tell you a piece of trivia that I didn't read anywhere. I could just tell by looking at the scene. The day that scene was filmed, he was very, very dehydrated, and he probably had a headache. That's how you get those rips. That's what bodybuilders do when they go into competition.
Oh yeah, I've seen several bodybuilding shows and specials, and they're always talking about what they go through to get down not only to the weight, but then that definition. They just have to lose all that water.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm way behind and not paying attention to the comments. Artificer Joni. I am seeing
first of all, hi.
2718, 2719, 2720, 2122.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the movie.
But I love that sword, and if I were younger me, I could do so much damage with that because I love that style. Because it's heavier than a katana.
Yep.
But it's a single slicer.
Yep.
It's a single edge. And I like a single edge blade. And yes, I have done that many a time in my backyard with a broomstick. I could also do the Conan like reverse thing and going behind the backy thing. When I was young, I was able to do that really well.
Nice.
I mean, surprisingly well for a guy my size. I had very decent hand-eye coordination when it came to a sword.
Okay, what were the ferrets called?
Their names are Kodo and Podo.
Yep, Kodo and Podo.
And there were about 25 or 26 of them. And they're very hard to train. So they basically, when they got a decent shot, they kept it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You're stealing my loincloth.
Right.
They're fast little buggers too. I had I had a friend that had a couple ferrets. They were fun, but man, they were smelly little buggers. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Great. Now he's in quicksand.
Oh, quicksand. If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you'd have thought that when you die, it was going to be by quicksand.
Yeah, quicksand, you're dead. There's no thing. There's nothing you can do. You're going to die.
Screw you, dude.
Okay, you got me into this.
Oh, thanks.
But I did. Marc Singer has this likability to him.
He really does. Yeah.
He's got this like little charm, a little bit of swagger that I kind of like. I wouldn't have minded being Marc Singer, looking like that.
No doubt.
Sword looks like a Krieg miser, a miser of some sort. I don't know. I know it's not a falchion, because a falchion's like a sword with a heavy, very heavy tip on it.
Much longer handle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, don't let the rat die.
Nah, he doesn't.
I know how this movie goes.
Oh, that's right. Duh. You can say But they are cute. I'm sure a lot of people wanted ferrets when they saw this.
I had a buddy who had a ferret. Little fucker bit me.
Yeah, they're not really super trainable. I mean, you can get them to where they're sociable, but they're never like going to do tricks or anything. You just basically live with them. And he had a dog named Toto. So yeah, he's really creative when it comes to naming his animals. So now he's got his eyes, and now he's got his little thieves. And I like that with all the training and stuff, that his hair is longer now, so time has gone by.
Oh, good point.
It's a little detail. It's a really tiny detail, but it works.
Well, it works. You know how it also, even if you don't notice it, you kind of get that impression. You go, oh, time has passed. I don't know why I know that, but I do. I get that impression, Now, I don't know if you know too much. You usually know a lot of trivia about these kinds of movies.
Yeah.
The cat that they're about to show. Do you know anything about that? What breed it is or anything?
Well, it's a tiger.
It is a black tiger. Okay.
It's a tiger that they dyed black.
Which explains why it's a lion in the TV show.
Yeah, they originally wanted a panther, but a panther is a little more skittish. So the tiger trainer's like, we'll take care of that, and they literally dyed this cat, and I forget what it was, but it was like just your typical hair dye kind of stuff.
Oh, that poor cat.
and it would wear off, and they kept having to retouch it, because so a lot of time around the muzzle.
I noticed that, yeah.
Because it would wear off, because anytime the tiger drank, he was losing some of his color. But yeah, it
was like a boomerang the way it kind of came back around.
Yeah,
I saw a meme on Facebook. It says, "Is a boomerang a toy for people with no friends?"
Well, it, much like the yo-yo, evolved out of an actual weapon.
Yep.
Shit.
The one big takeaway that I got from this movie, there are so many things in this movie that you could translate into Dungeons and Dragons terms,
Oh yeah.
Like
well, it's
the combat style, what he does with the animals, the spells, everything.
Yeah, it's in a fantasy world. It's not history
Yeah.
or anything. It's its own little newly created.
And I have to believe
universe.
that just as Dungeons and Dragons drew from Tolkien and Greek myth and so forth, it drew from movies like this too.
Oh yeah. Well, D&D of course was first. I mean, it came out in the what 70s, mid 70s.
True, but I'm saying as time goes
But
by,
I'm sure
the
a
movie
lot
drew
of
from that drew from D&D, and you know.
yeah. Oh, but I like this. He's like, I have my eyes, I have my cunning. Is what he.
Uh-huh.
And now he has his strength.
Yeah, you can see the stripes on top of his head.
Yeah, and now look how poofy his hair was in that little one shot, and now it's back to normal.
I have no idea how I never caught that before.
Yeah, sometimes you get those weird close shots. Yeah. I guess they just like went in they wanted pickup shots, and they just couldn't get the hair exactly right. Yeah, the Wolfie's reminding us in the series it was a tiger.
Yes. Oh, it was a
and
tiger.
the third
You're
movie
right.
they had a lion.
My favorite scene. Here we go.
Oh yes.
Look,
God bless
when
her.
you married me, you knew what you were getting into. So
now, I'd be interested for those watching on YouTube. Are they showing this? Are we seeing like boobage? You know.
I sure hope you're not missing the boobage. Boobage is good.
It's good boobage. It's good boobage.
Not if you're a woman. Well, a lot of women.
Well, I mean, it depends.
Even
on what
women
kind of
like boobs.
I don't like boobs. At least I don't want to see some other woman.
Well, it's it's like a guy not wanting to see another guy. Whatever. God bless America.
Cold. The water is cold. I get that.
Yeah. But I mean, head to toe, gorgeous woman.
Would they steal
gorgeous. From her? Look at those eyes.
I know, right?
God, those blue eyes.
And those were not contact lenses. I love this. He uses his ability to.
Yeah, he's using it as a pickup.
I tame the beast, which means I'm trustworthy.
See, I like that about him. He had that little smirk.
I like it. Move. Get the
Come on, dude. You could be a better wingman.
Oh, all right, fine.
Well,
I'm getting comfortable.
Well, I guess the eagle would be the real wingman, but RR.
I see what you did there.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah,
okay, now smack him.
Look at him! Look at him! Get out of here! Get out of here, you goof!
He's got a bruise on his leg.
Well, whatever he has, you'd be able to see it because this is not much you don't see it here.
For sure. He's not wearing a whole lot of clothing, is he? Yeah, well, that's not going to last. Don't worry. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And guess who almost got this role?
I have no idea.
Betty White.
Demi Moore.
Oh, I could have seen it too. Yeah.
Actually, one of the guys producers wanted Demi Moore. She could have been good. I think she would have been good. She was.
I don't know. My concern is if she'd gotten this role, would her career have gone a different path? And I just couldn't live in a world where she wasn't in About Last Night.
Like I said, you never know. I mean, the roles that people turn down and go to other people, like what would the world be like if Magnum PI was Raiders of the Lost Ark? It was in Raiders of the Lost Ark,
right?
Which he almost was.
Or what's his name had been in Back to the Future, the kid that played in Mask.
Oh, I'm so glad he wasn't.
Yeah, me too. But you know,
but he is actually in Back to the Future. There's one scene with him.
Yeah, I know the story. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, there's some movies that I really want to do this year. But no offense, Al. I mean, I love you and I love being on your channel. But I want to try getting in a couple rewatches on Wednesdays with The Birdman, specifically because the movies that I want to do an analysis of the soundtracks.
Right.
Like About Last Night. It's not just about the really awesome boobage. It's about the soundtrack.
Brother.
Actually,
I love this,
full frontal, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, but I love the visual of this from far away too, like the tree on top of the cliff with these weird things hanging down. And it is very much something like, you know, a D&D party would come across.
I literally had a buddy in high school who took this movie, turned it into a module for D&D. And this was under first edition rules. Before in second edition, they created a Beastmaster kit for your fighter.
Oh.
Dude, that might be somebody's wash.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
It's ingredients.
That's what you call head cheese.
Yeah. Said he's not a prisoner, he's an ingredient.
Yeah, that's right.
These weird bird people.
Dude, you're being held captive by Arlie Hammer. We'll be talking about that tomorrow on Study Hall.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, it took you a second, right? Yeah. Head games.
Yummy.
Really.
Whoop.
I do have to say, that is one very efficient digestive system they've got there.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to break down anything, just eat it whole.
Guys, you are going to die.
Look, I got a bird too.
Yeah.
Also, they worship the bird.
And they back off. Yeah.
Because it looks like that one.
Yeah. It's like a sign from God that
right.
Do not touch this guy. This guy is he's like an agent of God. Artificer Journey said, I don't have any encyclopedia and class kits, but Beastmaster seems like it'd be a ranger kit.
So, Wolfman Media, and you got to understand, this is so long ago, I barely remember this. He's pointing out that these dudes show up in the series and they can fly. Kind of makes sense, because those are some pretty serious darn wings.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they can fly here, but you just don't see it.
Right. It's kind of implied, right?
I think so.
Even though on a sword.
It's like a medallion. It's a medallion that he, like, you're our friend kind of thing.
Cool.
Good morning. Wake up. We need food.
Look, he's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I was just thinking that. I was literally just thinking the same thing. I'll be honest, though. When I first saw this movie and saw that bird, I'm like, that bird turns into a hot chick at night, right?
Wrong movie.
I know.
Kind of reminds me of Spartacus.
So, given the budget of this movie, I have to assume that the tiger was in the scenes with Marc Singer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these were not like split screen kind of things.
Yeah. They had a tiger trainer, and the tiger was, like I said, the reason they didn't use the panther. Panthers are known to be a lot harder to handle, a little skittish. You know, noises make them go a little crazy. But that this tiger was like really stewed and like real cool. Like I said, it was the bear that they had an issue with.
That is funny.
Where'd all the peoples go?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, that's right. They're all like this crazy guys.
Boy, kid, sucks to be you.
Rip Torn could really rip a scene up.
Right?
What a great name to have for someone like that, Rip Torn.
Yeah.
Rip it up and tear it down. Bring me another baby to burn. And I think those helmets show up in other films.
I have no doubt about it. Yeah. And there's the girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to assume the ziggurat here is an actual set.
Yeah, I think it was a set. If it was, I don't know the exact logistics of it. I know a lot of the film was in California and Nevada, in the deserts. So it had to be hot when they were doing this.
Right.
Oh, but sometimes it was like, I remember they had a hard time because it was really cold a lot too. Because they would film a scene, then immediately have to like put something on afterwards because they had so little on.
Well, that is one tough hawk, I just gotta say.
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap.
Though not unprecedented. I've heard of big birds being able to lift smaller kids. I don't know about that size, but
Yeah, no, I mean,
not
it'd have to
not be
be
able to fly very far. Get them off their feet a little bit, but I don't know about being able to fly like that. See, now that you could tell is like
yeah, but you know what? I'm willing to suspend my disbelief because I take the spirit of the story, you know.
exactly, yeah, and that's what you the Spin Master. But yeah, the film had a $9 million budget. It made 14.1. It was, yeah, it was modest. It did modestly. It wasn't an uber or super hit or anything, but it did all right.
Well, it was enough to make a sequel.
Yeah, well, pretty yeah. The Eye of Braxis, I think. And then there was 2 sequels. And then there was another one which
I honestly did not know there was a third sequel.
yeah, it's God, what's it called? I know the Eye of Braxis. Oh no, Beastmaster 2 was Through the Portal of Time. Beastmaster 3 was the Eye of Braxis.
That's probably why I didn't know there was a third one, because the second one was so bad.
Yeah.
I just watched the series. I like the series.
The series I did like. Yes,
Yeah, the series has some good stuff to it.
yeah, now maybe you ought to get out of town, Daddy.
Yeah, so you might want to leave. Wheel.
Right? It's like, wait, did he say food? So in a Dungeons and Dragons game, this would be where the dungeon master is telling you where the adventure's at.
All right. Yeah, the king's been blinded, and the king's son, his half brother, is missing.
Hopefully, I'm not crunching too loud. I'm eating pretzels.
Oh, who cares? I'm eating popcorn.
Yes, but I can't hear you eating your popcorn. You could probably hear me crunching pretzels.
And Wolf Media is reminding us that Marc Singer did appear in the TV series. Yes, D'Artanis, he was called.
Yep.
Well, the guy who played Dar was named Daniel Goddard, who I think is now on a soap opera. And
he also had a really cool weapon in that show, and it was a two-part staff.
Yeah, and which is actually so I could see trying to use that. Had like the bulbous bottom and like the slicey top, but he had a no kill rule.
Yeah,
Dar would not kill anyone, so which was a lot different than the.
And that's because the medium, right? Television,
you couldn't be slicing and dicing people all the time.
You also couldn't have a whole lot of nudity on television, so there was that aspect too.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that, pal. kill him a lot.
What's up, dude?
And stay distracted so you don't see the tiger ripping your back out.
That hurt so much he reached right into the cauldron.
Right?
And you see how fluffy his hair is on that tight shot again.
Yep.
Go get him, kitty.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to fight the tiger, fight him face to face. None of this
Yep.
shooting from above crap. Yeah. Exactly.
ZZ Top.
I know, right?
She's got legs.
And they're like, huh? And he's like, okay, now how am I going to get you out of here? Oh, okay. There's a log right here. I love the fact that he reaches for his sword just in case.
Yeah.
He's like, move your butt over. I got this.
I exactly would take their eye off each other.
Well, they don't know each other yet.
Size each other up.
I love the fact that they're not afraid of the tiger at all. We fight together sometimes. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I like how he doesn't assume ownership. It's a partnership.
The Beastmaster.
Yeah, last of his kind. Oh, down that way away.
Now, of course, the question that we all must ask, is his ponytail real? Doubtful, but you know.
I mean, you actually pose a good question because I would actually have to see how it's attached to his head to know how much of it is real, if any.
Well, John Amos is famously bald and short hair, but you know, and I don't think he would have had hair that long, so it's at least got to be extensions.
No, that's what I meant. I'm wondering if he grew out a section of it to attach something to.
Yeah, light's too dark in there for me to see if it's just growing out or attached with something.
See, this is the other thing that I love about this movie. You got these two that come in like well into the movie that have their whole own story, that you pick up very quickly from dialogue.
Right. It's kind of like new people joining the party.
Yeah, exactly. Funny thing is, they found him.
Yeah. I said technically, maybe he'd be dead if it wasn't for them.
Right? He's like, I have no idea what it is. I'm just telling you the story.
I don't know, but he is cutting an eye at him now. John Amos can look fierce.
What? Yeah, look at that.
Like, look at his eye. He's like ready to kill you. Now, here's the controversy, because he ends up with Carrie.
Right.
But is that his cousin too? The popular theory is that Zed, of course, remarried, and that Carrie is related to the new queen, and that's how they're cousin. He's only connected by marriage instead of.
Oh, I see.
That's the popular theory.
Oh, right. He picked up the ring that
right.
Yeah, I dig it.
And I like that they don't tell you what they think are to each other, but you kind of get the.
If you don't get it right away, you get it later.
Yeah. It's kept just out of enough. Our Professor Jerry's like, the tiger's muzzle does change color, like you mentioned. Yeah, every time he drank, it got wore off a little bit more. And
you just got to suspend your disbelief and know that it's an artifact of the way they filmed it, and you just got to assume it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they didn't have the biggest budget in the world for the scope they wanted. But I think they achieved. It's a great film. I think maybe a little long, but that'd be the only complaint. But I like it's almost like Return of the King. Just when you think it's over, there's more to it.
The important point here is they're telling the story they want to tell, right? And so you have to give them the latitude. Given the budget, given the technology, they're telling the story they want to tell.
I like he goes with trance. He's almost got tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
I like that we're outnumbered. Are we? Are we really?
Now, Al, you said this was based on a book, right?
Sort of. Loosely. Very, very loosely. They took the concept and then put it. I think the original concept is a Navajo Indian.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, I get that. I see that.
yeah. So, but it was kind of like a similar.
So you're saying then that
ability.
the setting is completely different?
Yeah, the setting is different from what I understand.
Because when they say Aruk, I immediately think of, my ancient Western history and, are they trying to set this in the real world or in a fictional world?
Yeah, it's a fictional world of its own.
Thank you. And seriously, what is this? What is it with this dude killing all the kids and the hot chicks?
Well, he's a religious fanatic,
Yeah.
and so he's got this like weird thing. But he's also a power grabber. First thing he did, he got rid of all the young men, anyone who could stand up to them. No, you don't.
Yeah, it's like, get your hands off my stick.
I'm John Amos, man. You ain't gonna mess with me.
You don't pat another man's rhubarb. Oh, come on. There's more of them.
Light the load.
If this was D&D, I'd be like,
okay, I'll lighten the load.
Whoop.
Yeah, bye-bye. He's like, well, yeah, the load is lightened, I guess.
They said the eagle was kind of irritating to work with sometimes. He didn't really want to fly from one place to another, so they would have to drop him out of the bottom of a balloon, a little trap door, so he had to float down. And that's where they got a lot of the film shot of him.
I'd imagine.
A little rakish smile.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, tongue. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Boys.
Oh, yeah. I think he's going to help us.
You said it yourself. Boys. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you laid it on a bit thick there, girl. Just like Beggar's Canyon back home.
It says golden eagle or red-tailed hawk.
I don't know. It looks like a hawk to me, but Al said it was an eagle, so I may.
Oh, I'm not. They
like a
refer to it as an eagle. It could be a hawk. I think I read that it was an eagle. Yeah, it said the eagle often refused to fly on cue, To shoot footage of it in the air, it was dropped from a trap door in a hot air balloon.
Where'd Big Man go?
He's going that way.
Yeah, but why?
And that looks very, I mean, that's a miniature. You can tell.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
It's a nice miniature. It's a good looking miniature.
I was watching a behind the scenes of Logan's Run, and they were showing the miniature that they did for the city. Man, that is impressive.
That'd be a good film to do.
See, and it makes you wonder, does he understand the bird, or is it just like, yeah, I get the gist of what you're getting at?
Yeah, I think he does. I would say that'd be kind of a cool ride to have like torches on a ride like that, but I'd be so afraid of that straw going right up in flames.
Want to bet?
Wolf Ted's asking, isn't Marc Singer still around? Yes, he is.
Oh, sure he is. Absolutely.
They probably got a lot of hay in their doors.
We were talking about Rip Torn. I think they originally wanted Klaus Kinski to play the role, but they just didn't have the money. They actually were like talking to him about it, but
Klaus Kinski, really? That's I just can't even imagine that.
I can. Klaus Kinski had that weird look.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wolf Ted's talking about Sheena. Well, I don't think it was a series. I think it was just a movie.
No, there was a series with a different girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but but I know Tanya Roberts played Sheena in the film.
Yes, she did.
Wolf Ted's saying Carl Weathers would have been a great choice for that role too. Yeah.
Oh, Carl Weathers is good in freaking. I mean, I wish he'd been in a lot more movies.
Yeah, but I like John Amos, and I just think he just had the, I don't know, the right build. He looks thicker.
Yeah,
and I like that about him because it offsets him from Marc Singer.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Melissa's like, holy incest, Batman. Nah, like I said, the common theory is that the king remarried, and then Kiri's aunt was the new queen, and that's how she's related to Tao by cousin. She's not actually blood related to Dar.
And I wish that in Western society people would kind of get over the whole cousin thing. Cousins are actually pretty well separated, you know.
Yeah, and in many states, first cousins are allowed to marry. In some instances. A death guard. The Beastmaster version of a dark trooper.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're all caught up with Mandalorian, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was up at 4 in the morning watching it. that last episode. Yeah, I was watching those episodes as they were released.
I was one of those that technically got the ending spoiled, but totally didn't mind or care.
God, it was fantastic.
I know.
The feeling. I just wish others could have appreciated that feeling.
I'm at the point where I
That's
don't
okay.
care. If you're missing it because you choose
That's
to,
you know,
that's on you.
I respect anybody's choice to do whatever, but that feeling I had, that was a great feeling. And to experience other people
Yep.
having it is kind of cool. To me, incest is sinful. Well, it depends on what is considered incest. Like I said, these two are
how close? I mean, technically, we're all related if you believe the Bible literally and Adam and Eve. So, I mean, you know,
Yeah,
you
Adam
kinda
and
gotta
Eve were all related. So it all depends where the tree hooks out. And they're technically, even science has proven there is a mitochondrial Eve.
Yep.
We all have a common
And there is a genetic Adam as well.
Yeah. Just haven't found them yet. That I don't think.
No, I mean, we don't have a physical genome for him, but there's a bottleneck in human history that definitely gives us the whole Adam and Eve biblical concept.
I like it. That's she's in her warrior mode now.
Yeah, yeah.
I just love how the hair changes. It's just so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, she found the weapons room and isn't sharing.
So
Yeah.
here you have
She took a dagger.
here you have, you know, Dar is the, you know, hero, but you've got the female warrior.
Mhm.
She can totally take care of herself. You got the other warrior. Oh my goodness, and he's a black man, right?
Ooh.
You have a diverse cast, but oh my gosh, this was the 80s. This didn't happen until the year 2000 whatever, right?
Oh, it's never happening.
It's never happened before. Yeah. This generation was the first one to have diverse cast.
There was Joan of Arc. Hello.
Right.
Ingmar Bergman. Or Ingrid Bergman, whatever. That's what it's good to have backup.
Right. And he just looks like, okay, well, there we go.
The tiger eats tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if this tiger comes out of these battles hungry, it's his own fault. And
Yeah. Coda and Poda are like taking on the Death Warrior. I love that.
yeah. Yeah, that's what she said. Well, I love the fact that every time he says this is going to happen and that's going to happen, it's like it doesn't happen. I would cease making declarative statements if I was him.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is useful. No, like I said, it's not just the eagle that could be his eyes.
Right. It's like, dude, look, see what I see. Oh, okay. Oh, I love that. It's not enough that I stabbed you. I'm going to twist the blade.
He
And here comes the tiger. Here comes the tiger.
You're running through witches pretty fast.
Yep. I get the impression the tiger's pissed.
Yeah. Whoops.
I know. Yeah, and these two, I think, are almost having fun.
I think so too. Actually, well, I mean, they're careful, but they're kind of enjoying themselves. They're like, oh, okay.
Wait, I think you lost us. We better stick our heads out. He's like, okay, I got you here. I'm tired. I'm going to take a little lie down here.
Yuck. That was slimy looking.
It is, yeah. Okay, I'll go first.
I like he won't leave Kodo and Podo behind.
Right?
I like that. My little ones. It's so cute how he says that.
Well, they're like his family.
And at the same time, he's probably thinking, where are those little effers?
Well, says he saw the Sheena movie as a child. Yes, about seventh time. He saw the series only because he remembered the movie.
Yeah. Darn it, guys, where are you? Okay,
Whoops.
that didn't exactly do it, did it? There you go. Okay, well, now he's trapped. Yeah, I see where this is going. Yeah, when you can turn one menace on the other, that's the way to fight your battles.
Like it now he gets the keys. You're a little late.
Wait. Well, hey, we made it.
Yeah, throw that styrofoam door around.
Okay, totally misogynistic here. Would not mind following her up that air shaft.
Right?
Well, you know what to say, ladies first.
I mean, you're trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
This guy behind you is going to kill you, and why not enjoy the view while you're going?
And what exactly?
Of course.
That's a smooth tunnel. I guess it's one of those magic ropes that you just leave it a little bit inside the tunnel and throw the rest out, and you can still climb down.
Yeah, it is.
If I remember the first time you saw her as a bad guy and angel, it was a good day. She was an angel. Oh no, Gina Torres. That's right. Wolf Ted Media mentioning Gina Torres. Oh yeah,
Oh, Gina Torres. Yeah.
yeah, gorgeous woman. Loved her in Firefly too. Of course, when Firefly went off the air, they all got jobs on Angel or Buffy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them did. Not all of them, but
Either move quick or move with gravity, one or the other. And we're out of here. That's kind of clever. You take
yep.
these two, they're going to go do their thing, and you know.
He just does he send both of them or just the one? Yeah, he sends them both. Okay.
Yeah, they're a team.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. Ooh,
I love that. Yeah.
nasty little hairpiece.
Yep.
I don't think so.
You know, rodents love nuts.
Yep.
Actually, I'm not sure. Those aren't rodents; they're weasels, right?
Yeah, whatever fair it is.
Ooh. Ah. Ew.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go. getting crushed by a portcullis like that, or the gate. Is it a portcullis, or is it just? Trying to think of if that's technically
it's
called.
a solid door, so I think it's technically not a portcullis.
Yeah, portcullis is like a gate. I mean, like a barred gate.
Yeah.
He's Jean Valjean.
He's the guy that just saved your ass.
Yeah, he's the guy who saved your butt. He's a king who has his own mind.
Actually, that's what she just said. He just saved your life. Listen to him.
He's also your son, but you don't know that.
So fine, die, you old blind fart.
I see. That's the one thing. You have a king, but you know he's an idiot.
Yep.
Can you still follow him?
Right.
I'm touching on current events a little too much there, but
Well, and I do feel like, you know, the lions or the tigers kind of like Okay, we're out of here. Screw
Yeah, we're
you.
out of here. Bye. Yeah. You want to play that game? Did not like being called a freak.
Yeah, especially in front of the hot chick.
Yep. Because you basically just insulted what is probably one of your best warriors.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know I just don't have the strength of character. I would not have been able to not make a snide comment like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just saved your ass."
Yeah.
With my
Freakish ability.
Yeah.
I like him drawing the symbol of his village.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if the scene, if they filmed it, or if it was written, but they had sex at this point, or there was.
They should have.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I said. I don't know if it was just written or filmed, but little ring spy.
You have to admit that's a pretty cool practical effect.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
This is kind of like having a Trojan virus on someone's computer,
Mm-hmm. I like how he stares right into it.
What? I love this.
Yeah. Geek.
Yeah. Dude, you're not listening.
I know it's Ahab.
Yeah.
Maax getting a city back and killing Maax is the white whale to him.
And everyone realizes.
And everyone knows it,
Follow
but
him, we're all dead.
He's like, I don't care if he knows, we're going in. He's a cute little kitty.
So the king never realizes that that's his son, right?
No, he at the very end he does.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah, remember just before Maax drives a knife into him, he tells him about it.
I mean, I think I only saw this movie all the way through once. After that, I don't think I ever got past the river scene.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Nowadays, you just go type in Beastmaster river scene, and there you
go. Right? Exactly.
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh, please. He's a 50-year-old man.
Right. I mean,
he has that idea, trust me. That guy looks familiar. Like I've seen him in other things.
Well, he looks a lot like Buddy Hackett.
Oh, he was in Halloween 3.
He also looks a lot like I think the guy's name is Zara Mustel. When anything happened on the way to the forum?
Oh yeah. Oh, he was in They Call Me Bruce. Oh, that was a funny film.
That was a funny film.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk, 8 is Enough, Magnum PI. He did a lot of TV.
They still call me Bruce. Which I think they got from the Trinity movies. They call me Trinity. They still call me Trinity.
So
Yeah.
obviously, if I was Dar, I would definitely be going to save my friends and the girl. But I would make sure that I said to the king, "Should I just leave you here so that you're not being rescued again by the freak?"
Nah, if you're a hero, you go in anyway. Doesn't matter.
I'd still save him, but I'd still make the snide comment.
I like it. Jumps in his little thieves to
chew loose their restraints because he needs their help.
I like the music too, that heroic flair.
Yeah. I like how the big black man rips off his robe like, "Look at my body."
And honestly, if I didn't know better, I think this was like a Dino De Laurentiis film.
Yeah, it has that feel to it. That's one of the things I love about it. Like I said, it's good music. It's good cinematography. It has enough weirdness that you can make fun of it, watching it and see little things. And, and like I said, I've seen a few things tonight I've missed before, and I've seen this quite a few times.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen it in a long time.
You can actually slide down those stairs.
Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty darn steep.
Wolfton Media, is this all you can conjure, Saruman? Telling me to behave. That's a great shot there. That's a great pose. Wee.
Right. It's like, back off or I'll kill the king. I don't give a crap if you kill the king. He's a jerk.
Now, see, that's the move I always like doing.
Right.
The reversal thing. But I would see right there, he finds out that's his son.
I see.
And now he knows it too, that's his father.
Daddy? Someone's going to set fire, and it's not going to be me.
At the little flamberge knife.
You notice he says, "Zed, join your lost son." 15 years from now, he's going to play Zed. Men in Black.
Oh, yeah. Now, what would be funny if they let you see the eagle go in and grab the dove?
Right. Swoops in and grabs the bird. Yeah.
That would have been funny.
Well, since he's the son, he's now the king.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Is that guy on the ground there wearing braces?
No, he's just got really bad teeth.
He
Yeah.
There's no one left to fight. He's like, dude, it's too late now. I just want to get down off the ziggurat.
And this is so sad. Oh, poor Kodo. Oh,
Yeah, Poto's not too happy about it neither.
that is sad.
Yeah.
But he went out a hero. And see, just when you think it could end,
Yeah.
it doesn't. There's a
Well,
whole
but
other fight left.
in fairness, though, he totally set this up. He said, if you take the city,
Yeah,
that doesn't mean anything because the Juns are going to come.
the Judds will be coming.
Wolfie says evil has bad dental hygiene.
Yeah, exactly. Zed, the Emperor, they all got bad teeth. Well, I just think these evil empires don't have very good dental plans. Pull for your freedom. Pull or I'll kick your asses. To the moat, to the moat, to the moat, moat, moat.
But it's a neat plan.
It
that they
is.
come up with, yeah.
Well, when you consider that the moat is such a thick, viscous fluid, you cover it over with dirt. What you basically made is the equivalent of quicksand. Yeah.
Quicksand, yeah. Flammable quicksand.
Right, because it's tar, isn't it?
Time to call Shield.
Right. Where's Coulson when you need him?
Avengers, assemble.
I always wanted a Spockley.
Well, he said he'd need an army. He's getting an army.
Yep.
Yeah, Artificer Journey Ed is a Chris knife. I say Flambear's guy. I was just talking about the little flame style. I always think of Flambear's the big sword. I had a friend with one of those once. I think it was beautiful. He paid a right good amount for it too.
Yeah, 'cause you can't see anything.
And when I hear Chris knife, I always think of Dune.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I was just going to say that. Wolfie goes, Dar, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Right, exactly.
Give us the gasoline, we'll let you live. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
Right.
Call Thor. Melissa said.
And I was thinking, where's Jon Snow and the dragons?
Oh, bring in Falkor, the Luck Dragon.
Right.
Another movie we need to watch one day, Never Ending Story.
Yep. And here are the horses that are sad.
Yeah.
Because they're sinking into the swamp. Light them up.
Owie. Oh, that one person running with the light and they got shot down reminds me of that scene in Les Miserables where the kids trying to get the ammunition.
Exactly. Gavroche, go for it, kid.
I wonder how those guys are flaming arrows to light the pond on fire.
Hoorah! That's how you do it.
Yep.
Okay, that's more flammable than tar usually is. That's more like napalm.
Very much.
And the horses are neighing. Get it? Napalm. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was terrible.
you killed my father. Prepare to die.
Right.
My name is Dar. You killed my father. Start stabbing Wolfden. Riders of Rohan, what news of the Mark?
And I get 2 attacks per round. +2 from a bless. The music's playing, inspiring courage.
Yep. What's that very low music too? It's like that wah, 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 that kind of thing. Doesn't have that triumphant flair because, like I said, there's still danger.
Yeah.
I like her.
Ooh, Troy.
I kind of dig her sword too. I'd like to have like 2 smaller swords that are also good.
Big crazy black man.
I was just thinking that.
And the circle of balance.
That would be an intimidating thing to see coming at you.
Yeah. Who's got the claymore?
I choose you.
Whoop. Spring-loaded weapon. Very advanced for my culture.
Yeah.
See, that's one reason I wouldn't want to use that thing. You would get it stuck.
Right.
It must have been an interesting scene to film with the flames going on. I wonder how they, because they would have had to keep those going unless they had kind of a gas system.
Well, you'll notice that they use forced perspective to make it look like the flames are closer to them. But they had to walk past those, and that's not a lot of fun.
Oop, stuck again. Get away. I'm trying to get it stuck.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't think this through.
even Dar is like, wait, what happened? Oh, okay.
Oh, he's been watching Cobra Kai with that movie.
Right. Would have saved us a lot of time if you'd just burned up earlier. Oh, this looks familiar.
My bird's here.
Did you
Meal
deliver our
time.
message? Yes, you did. Mealtime.
Here we come to save the day.
Yep. Yeah. Let's not take anything for granted right now. Let's just get out of here.
So you get the impression that they can fly.
Yeah. They probably couldn't show it, but yeah. This scene definitely implies it. Right. And I get the impression they have a rudimentary ability to communicate with them.
Yeah. You wonder if his power is. You wonder if his power translates to them.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a little bit empathic. Doesn't know exactly what he's saying, but they know that he's feeling gratitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah. And he must have at least one collapsed lung, right?
Well, it depends where exactly it hit him. Looks like it hit him in the shoulder. More up in the shoulder.
Maybe. Yep, you were right.
And of course, they had to use the name of the movie. He called him Beastmaster.
Right.
I love that Seth finds out.
Yeah. Huh?
See, and I love a character like that.
Yeah.
The strong right hand, the mentor,
right.
The not the guy who's going to be the king, but the
guide. Yeah.
The guide. Which is why I like someone like Chewbacca.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though you get the impression he's far more intelligent than Han.
Not to mention, I mean, he's more than twice Han's age.
Yeah.
He definitely
Master
has more
mechanic.
wisdom.
Yeah, more master mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh, God, she's gorgeous.
I know those eyes. My God.
She's stunning.
They're not contacts, though. I'll be honest, too. When she dyed her hair blonde, I thought she was kind of doing herself a disservice.
Yeah.
I think she looked better with darker hair.
Okay, didn't it say he wouldn't have
use of his left hand? Yeah.
So I have to think for his right shoulder.
Maybe he can use it but it's just not. But it's going to be very compromised. Like after I had my surgery, my left hand, I had no use of it. It came back, but it came back slow.
Yeah.
You're not leaving without me, buddy.
Yep, she followed him.
Well, Ted's bringing running another Lord of the Rings thing. I just saw it's the Eagles.
Yep, exactly.
The mentor and advisor, yeah, Artificer Janie. I love a character like that. Yeah. That was such an affirming thing to happen, you know.
I gotta say,
little Poto Jr. and Poto the Third, Poto 2.
This one's adorable. Can we get a ferret? A baby ferret? Like one's cute little ones like Heather showed?
We'll see.
How about a tiger?
No tigers.
Ta-da.
There you go.
There's Beastmaster.
Starring Tanya Roberts.
What's funny is Troy Spears is up next, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, up next, Masters of the Universe.
Oh, guard on the parapet, Vince Dedrick Sr. Oh wow, that's a name that you see a lot. He was I think he was a stunt guy. But yes, that Beastmaster, one of my favorite. It is one of my favorite films. Definitely up there with Conan and the sword and sandal genre for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, for the longest time, you couldn't have Lord of the Rings, so they were making whatever they could, and these guys wrote a script based super uber loosely on a novel, and gave us the Beastmaster.
Cool.
And if you're ever interested in the other one, like I said, the author is Andre Norton, and I think the title is The Beast Master. I don't think it's one word like in this.
Yeah.
Although it seems like in this it's one word, or it's like it's one word, but they will capitalize the M sometimes. So it's like it's kind of weird how they say it. Sure. So I hope you guys had fun watching that.
That was a good call, man. I really appreciate that.
And like I said, I love films like this. I love the nostalgia, getting the member berries. A lot of films that I do not take super seriously, totally for the entertainment factor. I do have different, like I said, I'm not the professor. I don't need a perfect story or even a good story sometimes. I mean, I'm the man. I mean, like I said, Weed Shark. Come on. I mean, that's proof of films. I downloaded a film today that I found. I haven't had it. It's wow, God, was it? Hold on, I've got to look in my my video files. It was The Capture of Bigfoot from like 1979. Right. It's like, people go missing and they think Bigfoot's doing it and they try to hunt them. Haven't watched it. Can't wait to see it though, because I know it's going to be bad. It doesn't like a bad film, but Beastmaster is not a bad film. I think Beastmaster is a very good film. Obvious flaws, but nothing to be ashamed of. I like it, and yeah, it's a good film. Always enjoy it. Marc Singer, I always like Marc Singer, still do. You don't really see him doing much nowadays, or if whatever he's doing, I don't know what it is.
I
So,
think we do need to consider, and I don't know if it's out there anywhere, but I think If You Could See What I Hear would be a great rewatch some night.
yeah, if you could see what I hear, I think I might have that somewhere in my.
We have it on. We got it on DVD. I think I might have made a copy of it myself because I don't think we were able to find it on released on DVD.
Yeah, but yeah, he's still out there doing stuff. Oh, he did something called Dragon Quest in 2009. He played a character named Maxim. I'll have to hunt that down. Oh, AJ and the Queen playing some guy named Bob. I don't even know.
Hey, Jedi Masters Utopia. Yeah, thanks for coming on my stream. I super appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. It was good hearing your voice.
Oh, that's right. He was an Arrow.
Who's that?
He was an Arrow. I forgot he was an Arrow for a while. He played a general that
Marc Singer?
Marc Singer did.
Ah.
I remember that now. Now that I saw it, there I was like, oh yeah, he did do that. I think he was the general that when Oliver was in Hong Kong during the time he was away when they were doing the flashbacks to when he was in Hong Kong, and he was like the guy he came up against.
What's funny is you talk about this show as if I've seen it, and it sounds like some of the storylines from the comic books, but I have no idea what you're talking about in terms of the show.
Yeah, it was the TV show Arrow. Multimedia, Eye of Braxis was my gateway to Beastmaster. I vaguely remember catching the first movie, let alone the second one. Yeah, I remember totally looking forward to the Portal of Time, which I think had Carrie War was in it, I believe. Which was I
don't know. I saw it once, and
I don't think was it's bad.
It's terrible.
Because he comes to present day LA.
Yeah, and it was like so much like He-Man, and I'm like, guys, if you're not going to set it in the world that it's meant to be set in, don't bother doing it. We don't want to see, Conan or He-Man or Beastmaster brought into the real world. Okay, if we're going to do real world, we want to see Rambo or something like that,
Yeah, it did have Carrie War, so it was watchable from that aspect. Kind of nice looking girl, but yeah, the story was weird. We had Robert Zadar in it, the man with the big chin. God rest his soul.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say the man with the golden gun.
No, he was an actor. He had like a really huge chin. Played villains a lot. Played a couple of heroes, but he passed away not that long ago, actually. But yeah, had a lot of fun watching this again tonight. Coming up next week, Netter, what are we in for?
50 First Dates.
50 First Dates. We're gonna have going the rom-com.
Hey, we just saw E.T. on Wednesday. Now we're gonna see a grown-up Drew Barrymore in 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. And the next film, Films with Friends, will be the 30th, and it's going to be Battle Beyond the Stars.
Wow, good movie.
Back from 1978, 79. Not 100% sure at this moment.
That's the one with John Boy, right?
John Boy, yeah. Richard Thomas from the Waltons. It also has Robert Vaughn, has George Papard, who was in the A-Team.
Oh my god.
Sybil Danning.
Sybil Danning V.
And the villain played by the late great John Saxon.
John Saxon, yeah.
And I wanted to do this kind of when last year was kind of a tribute, but Halloween kind of came into play and just didn't. And a couple other things happened. And I wanted to watch it again. And I will say this is another one of those films that's a little more. Trust me, there'll be a lot of making fun, especially when you got the hero spaceship that has boobs.
Yeah, it was Kmart Star Wars is what it was.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot of fun. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Right.
So I'm kind of looking forward to watching it again. So it's like so we're going to sit down and enjoy watching that. And like I said, next week on Netters Network, we're going to be watching 51st States with Drew Barrymore and
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. I could get Waterboy out of my head.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Of course, this coming week, tomorrow night, we have Study Hall, and anything you can give us a preview of?
Yeah, I mean,
They're going to complain about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we're going to complain about how bad things are and all the things that are going wrong in Hollywood. We're going to talk a little bit about the AMC news and how it doesn't look like they're going to be around much longer.
AMC?
Yeah.
The theaters or the TV series? Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's hope that they hold on to their network, because that's about all they're going to have going for them pretty soon.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I'm just wondering if it's the pandemic or if it's the success of streaming that's killing them now.
Well, at this point now, it's kind of a double whammy, right?
Yes,
I mean,
it's a double
streaming is a direct result of the
I
pandemic.
do think as the pandemic winds down, and it will, it has to, because quite frankly, we're humans and we're smarter than this. Usually,
that, and I like to believe that's true.
I do. I would like to believe it's true, but it will eventually die down to the point where you're not going to be afraid to go out and see a film, I think. But it'll be sad when a lot of those places, someone's going to make a lot of money bringing those back.
Yeah,
I think. And but like I said, the universe is going to look a lot different. And but I'm sure you'll have a lot of talk about that tomorrow night. Is there anything on your channel tomorrow night, Wolfie? Or Mr. Matchstick? Please put it down in chat. Let us know. Monday night, Sound Engraver.
She's had some great content lately. Do you know what specifically she might be talking about on Monday?
Not quite sure, but I do know she put out a new video today. I think the first in her examination of gaming soundtracks.
Yep, I saw that. It was
check those out.
About Donkey Kong Country or something like that.
Yeah, I forget. See, I'm not a big gamer. So
I was just gonna say she's a gamer from a whole different era. So I have no idea what she's talking about.
I mean, I know some arcade games, but I was never super big into any of them except for the Star Wars arcade game, which I spent way too much money becoming good at.
Right.
Well, speaking of new content, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I do have a new video up.
That's
how to properly wash your face.
Yeah, exactly.
And you seem silly, but when you watch the video, you're going to see why I wash my face the way I do as opposed to the way other people do.
I love the fact that she does videos that are like, if you don't have a mom in your life telling you how to do this stuff, check this out.
Wolf 10 Media, Tuesday we'll be talking X-Men Evolution review stream, and on Thursday, Modern Writer Fixation on toxic relationships.
Ooh.
Wow, sounds
very interesting.
Very good. And Batman Ninja, I guess that's something you're watching tomorrow night. So Batman Ninja. So watch that. So Tuesday night,
Bible Geek
Professor and I are watching Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the film from a few years ago, the Disney one. So we'll be watching that. Kind of taking a week off from reading the Chronicles of Narnia. And I think Tuesday, the Fan Man said he's coming back. He's had to take a few weeks off because of family and job, but he said he's coming back next week. So hopefully the Fan Man will be back for his Tuesday and Thursday Second Cup cafes. And not sure about Friday nights. Friday nights are kind of weird for him because of volleyball with his daughter. But Wednesday night soundtracks with the Birdman is, I don't know what he's doing this week.
I think he said, I mean, I didn't know if he was serious or not. I thought he said he was thinking about Death Wish.
Oh, okay, yeah. The movie's coming in. Death Wish rewatch on Wednesday, the Bronson version. Please There is no other
I was
version.
just gonna say, is there another version?
There is. They remade it with Bruce Willis, like last year or the year before or something.
Was
What's
it any
funny?
good?
Or I don't know because I don't care. Bronson did it. Bronson did it best.
Well, I know, but when you
Don't
say
need to
Bruce
remake
Willis, I think
Yeah, I
maybe
know, but yeah, at this point in Bruce Willis's career, though, he's
True.
he's
he's taking anything at this point.
yeah, and I don't, yeah, I'm sorry, you're just not going to do it as good as Charles Bronson. But yeah, so that'll be a good one. I might have to.
Well, it's funny. You guys say Death Wish, and I'm thinking Death Race 2000.
Oh, Death Race 2000
Oh,
Yeah, you can't find that movie. It's really hard to find.
yeah, I've got it. I've got it on a file. So yeah, it's a good one. Death Race 2000. Because I also think of Death Hunt, which is another Charles Bronson movie where they're up in like Alaska or something, and they're going through the snow. It's like a trapper.
Okay.
That's a good movie. And White Buffalo, another good Charles Bronson movie I like. And Wednesday night, of course, Green Lion Girl will probably be streaming some more.
Yeah, I believe she's still doing Hitman.
Still doing Hitman, so watch her kill people.
It is so much fun to watch her play.
I swear, I tune into her late because I don't get to her until after my D&D game. I'll come in the middle of the game, and every time you come in and the assassin is wearing some different hat. It's like, one day it'll be a hoodie, then it'll be, like a cowboy hat. I'm like, what is going on here?
Oh, he's got to hide himself.
Yeah.
He's a hitman after all.
Right.
Thursday night, I believe 9:00. The Catholic Bible Geek will be continuing his Bible study. I think he's still in John.
Yep.
And then later that night, we'll be doing the chapters, I believe, 11 through 18 of Kenobi. So, or 12 to 8, something like that. Through 18, I believe. So, getting into the meat of Kenobi, we finished the first part, so we're getting ready to start the second part. I'm enjoying that. Are you guys reading along with that, or have read it?
I have not. I don't think.
No, we're just listening to you guys.
Just listen to us. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a fun book. I'm enjoying it. It's a good read. It's a good listen too. I could because he sends me the audio, and it's a good listen because it's got the music and sound effects. It's really awesome.
Some of those Star Wars audiobooks really were very cinematic. They did a great job with them.
Yeah, they really the ones I've listened to are really good. Friday night, nothing I know of. I don't know if the fan man is going to do something or not. I have told him if he does, I'll be there for him. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Next Saturday, of course, Netter and 51st Dates. That'll be a lot of fun. So we've covered the week to come.
I would like to reiterate that it is 51st Dates and not 50 Shades of Grey, okay?
Yeah.
Just don't make that mistake, all right?
Absolutely not. I don't have any interest in 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
Evelyn Hampton's going Breakheart Pass is another great Charles Bronson film. Hint, hint. I guess Evelyn wants to watch Breakheart Pass. I've never seen Breakheart Pass.
Heartbreak Ridge.
I was just going to say, have we done Heartbreak Ridge, Al?
Or Breakheart Pass. We have not done Heartbreak Ridge. Good film.
That would be a good one to do.
If we haven't done it yet, I'll be doing it.
A little bit of a backstory there. I saw that with a bunch of guys. I had never seen the movie, and my D&D group was constantly quoting it, and I had no idea what they were talking about. And they're like, "We're not playing D&D tonight. We're sitting down and we're watching Heartbreak Ridge." And I love this movie. And I went home and I was telling Nanette all about this movie, and she has often said that I just have this way of telling a story that she finds very engaging. And she's like, now I want to see this movie. So now she has seen it many, many times, and she quotes, well, actually, we quote it back and forth to each other all the time.
Recon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Of course, we got February, of course, coming up. I've got my rewatches.
Something planned out.
Something tentatively planned out for Valentine's Day. Something a little different. I want to run it by people who may still be with us right now.
Okay.
There's a Russian film from around 2013, 2015, somewhere like that. It's a Russian film. It is available on YouTube, dubbed into English, and I have both versions. It's called well, it's got two different titles called He's a Dragon or I Am a Dragon. I've seen both titles, and it's basically a fantasy, but it's like it's a Russian film, and I like it. It's kind of romantic. It's got a little, it's about a woman and a dragon, but the dragon's a guy. He turns into a guy, or the guy turns into a dragon. It really, it depends on your point of view. But I was just wondering if that sounded like something that you guys might find interesting or intriguing. It's like based on an old myth, I understand.
I like that. I like
and
that.
It's very. Yeah, I came across it on Amazon a couple of years ago. Watched it, really liked it, and it's very stylized. But it's like one of those. It's like I like it, but I'm not sure how others would view it. So, but I'm thinking about because I think it'd be a good Valentine's rewatch because it is a romantic film. So I definitely I've got that one penciled in, not inked in. So we'll do that. And the other one I was thinking about to celebrate Black History Month, I was thinking of Glory.
Glory's a good movie.
Yeah, with
very underrated, and it was a well-received movie too.
Yeah, I mean a few historical glitches here and there as far as the wares and the approaches and stuff, but I think it'd be a good one. I just think it's a great film, and I think it'd be a good one to kind of celebrate Black History Month. So those are penciled in right now, subject to change for my 2 weeks in February. So you guys have any more you want to say? Before we go, I do want to thank everyone who joined us tonight. Please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed what we did. If you didn't, you're more than welcome to hit the thumbs down, but I'd rather you not. I was at 199, so tell your friends to subscribe. Hopefully I'll be over 200 soon. I've been hovering at the precipice for so long, and I want to hit 200. Please subscribe to me. Hit the subscribe button, please. But yeah, tell your friends. And like I said, I'm hoping soon, once some stuff gets figured out in my life, to do more, maybe some more movie reviews and more, maybe the odd rewatch out of sync with another friend or two that, different times, and kind of a film that they might want to watch, because I think it'd be fun to also, films with friends goes both ways.
There you go.
So, could watch something that somebody else wants to watch too. So just thank you for joining us this evening. And Troy, Nanette, any final words?
Make sure that if you haven't already, go to the YouTube Facebook group and put your channel in there, what's about. Subscribe to the people that are there. We can subscribe to you, and just make sure that we're encouraging one another and lifting each other up in that way.
Yeah.
I now have 61 subscribers, so woohoo! And I'm still trying to build my channel. And like I said, I have a new vid on right now. If you haven't seen it yet, go there and check it out. Make sure you hit that notifications bell so you get new content. And do that for everybody. Our whole thing here is to build each other's channels up, help each other out that way. So I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for being here.
And if you're sitting there going, oh, I've already subscribed and I've already hit the notification, I've already hit like on all your videos, go back and comment those videos. You would just be amazed how encouraging it can be when you get a comment on one of your videos. Sometimes it's a real kick in the pants to, do another video like that and stuff like that.
Well, I go back. I got a good comment on my the old Darby O'Gill one I did early last year. But I also looked at the thumbs up and thumbs down, and it's got that little thing where I've got like 15 thumbs up, 14 thumbs down. And I know the thumbs down are people coming in expecting to see the film.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
So that's why I'm leading off everything now with films with friends, the movie. And it says right in the description, that's not my fault that you thought it was the movie.
Yeah.
I like what Wolf 10 Media here is saying. The only good 50 Shades movie is called Secretary. That's
a guilty pleasure of mine. Yeah.
It's definitely a guilty pleasure. And Maggie Gyllenhaal is just one of those women that does it for me for some reason. I don't know. It's just weird. But Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Like I said, go to the Professor Geek on Facebook or the YouTubers page on Facebook. Join the community, get the word out there, tell your friends. Thanks everyone. Thank you again, Troy and Nanette, for joining me.
Of course, thanks for having us.
Of course, always. Take care, everyone, and have a great weekend and be safe out there.